Driving along the Tamiami Trail through the Florida Everglades is one of my most favorite experiences. This area of Florida offers a myriad of diverse habitats. You'll find anything from mangrove swamps to flooded prairies, hammocks and strands, freshwater and brackish water. In many of these clips, you'll see our state tree, the sable or cabbage palm. This palm can be spotted throughout the sawgrass expanses in hammocks and strands. Throughout this part of Florida, you'll find an array of native species such as American alligators, American crocodiles, water moccasins, diamondback rattlesnakes, Florida panthers, bobcats, coyotes, black bears, just to name a few. Along the Tamiami Trail, you'll find a number of airboat experiences, Wootens being one of my favorites. If you've never been on one, I highly recommend you take an airboat tour through our national park. This female alligator here has decided to build her nest right outside the Wootens airboat docks. If you look right up here, where the grass is pressed down, that's where she started construction. These trees you see right here with the long, thin roots reaching into the shallow, brackish water are red mangroves. During this time of year, the lull before the rainy season, the water in these mangrove swamps is hardly a foot deep. Areas like this will become deeper throughout the rainy season, inundated with fresh water from daily rainstorms, hurricanes, and an event called sheet flow, water that drains through the sawgrass habitats from as far north as Lake Okeechobee. All of this water eventually gets pushed south through the 10,000 islands. You may feel lost on one of these airboat tours, but the flagpole over at Wootens out in the distance is the landmark that these airboat captains follow. else on Earth are you afforded such an experience like riding on a fan boat through the Florida Everglades? We are truly blessed to be able to experience such a habitat like this. This is the only place in the world where there is such a place like the Florida Everglades. Here, perched atop a dead sable palm is an osprey, a bird that feeds primarily on fish that it catches with its talons. Fish that inhabit these areas are often things like redfish, sea trout, tarpon, and even bull sharks. If you should ever find yourself in South Florida, don't hesitate to hop on an airboat. You probably won't regret it. Hopping back onto US 41, you'll notice the small Indian villages and settlements that border the Tamiami Trail. The Tamiami Trail, a road that connects Tampa to Miami, was completed in 1928 by Baron Gift Collier, the father of Collier County. This road stretches 264 miles, many of that goes through the inhospitable expanses of the Florida Everglades. The Tamiami Trail today exists only because of this canal. This canal was dug out, and the dirt that was lifted from that was the fill dirt and the foundation that the road sits atop today. This canal system is a wonderful place to fish. You can find native fish like largemouth bass, tarpon, and snook, alongside things like introduced species and exotic species like peacock bass, Oscar cichlids, Mayan cichlids, tilapia, plecostomus, and a myriad of other things that really don't belong here. Here you'll start to notice charred habitat from a recent controlled burn. Controlled burns are employed to help curb the devastating effects that wildfires can have by burning off flammable materials like dead grasses, palm fronds, branches, things of this nature. The char that it creates leaves behind a nutrient-rich ash that things like palm trees and native grasses readily take advantage of. In a couple of short months, you'll have no idea that there was a prescribed burn here. All of this would have already overgrown. Hey folks, thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy making them for you. If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If I'm unable to answer them, I'll try to send you to somebody who can. Thanks. Have a great night.